Mr. O, poking the fire.
Yes.
Oh, sir, I'd like to ask you some anecdotal stories from some of your gigs that you've done
Right.
in the past. Some of your funniest moments, some of your worst moments.
What would you like to know first, Mr. H?
What would you say has been the most terrifying moment, sir, in them, if I may ask?
I wouldn't say terrifying, but the most eventful gig was recently. The Rabbit Saloon in Horwich. A bit of a wine bar type, imported beers, all that crap. Very sophisticated, you know.
Yeah.
Did a gig there, which I didn't receive any payment for, if anybody's thinking of doing it. Yeah. Time I went on, there was these two knobheads at the bar talking, and I had to go to them because I can't stand people talking when I'm on stage, and they kept giving it back. And I thought, you know what, I'm not getting paid for this, so I just said, look, I'm not carrying on till they're fucked off. I quietened down. Anyway, bouncers went over and they started fighting with bouncers, and they were like weighing bouncers in.
Yeah.
The manager got involved, got a broken nose. The whole bar area started fighting. Then they was eventually dragged outside, so they threw a paving stone through the window.
Ding ding.
So there was glass everywhere. I was on stage. The police were coming in and out, and it was fucking not terrifying, but you know, it's one of them gigs where you think, what the fuck am I doing this for?
Yeah.
You know, there's been situations where I've had fights with hecklers. You know, this ginger dickhead with a flat top. It wasn't a stage. This is the thing with pub gigs, you see, they're fucking terrible. You know what I mean? Because you have to deal with clinking glasses, people talking, people not listening, you know, just fucking idiots in general. Pub gigs, anybody will tell you, are just a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
You know, but that was the worst, well, I say worst, but the most eventful one, you know, but there's all the usual things, really. I've been paid up, and it was Frankie Allen, the comedy mentor, says I've been paid up, booed off, paid off, and wanked off.
Yeah.
But anything else you wish to know, Mr. H?
What would you say your highlights been?
Last Monday the 20th of June this year, I performed at Blackpool Opera House, it's a charity show, in front of 1,500 people, and I did well.
Well received, like.
Blackpool Opera House, we was in the dressing room that Tommy Cooper, Frank Sinatra, you know, all the fucking greats have been in. And the agent I know who got me the gig had one of Tommy Cooper's actual fezzes.
Yeah.
And that was in the dressing room. That was like a lucky amulet, really.
What, for everybody who uses dressing room,
well,
like?
No, just it was his personal thing.
Oh, right, and he just put it in there for you, like.
But it's kind of mad that when you go to that place upstairs, and you see, I've really changed my opinion of Blackpool, Mr. H, because I used to fucking detest it.
Yeah.
You go to Blackpool and there's all guest houses full of smackheads and just dodgy fuckers in general. And
well, it looks run down, Blackpool, because it gets hammered with sea.
But kind of that gig recently has like turned my mind to it. You know, I get Blackpool now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You take it for what it is, kind of thing. And
yeah, me and Mrs. visit Blackpool a lot.
I think I'm going to be doing more shows around there. I'd like to be a Bill Hicks type of cool Central London comedy club type of comedian. It's not. I'm an old school sort of comedian, and you used to do what you do.
Well,
you know, and I think, you know,
I think there's a big divide. I know there's always been it, but I think there is a big divide between London and the north. And you know, I know Peter Kay he sort of supposedly crossed that divide. Yeah. I don't know. Perhaps it's what Southerners see us as north, and that's why it fits. I don't know, but you've got to stick with your own people, really, Jimmy.
Yeah,
I think.
I mean, there you go, isn't it really? Plus it's not as far to travel.
Well, there's that to it.
I mean, I
mate.
do like London, don't get me wrong, I wouldn't like to live there. I mean, you fuck about on tube every night, and if you're in summer, and it's hotter than the like cattle trucks be, you know, you have to carry water, you compress, all the disease. And
What I don't like about it is when you're on tube in London, you know, like up here, you see somebody, you say, "How you do?" There, it's just not the dumb thing, is it?
no, everyone's scared of each other in London.
You know, if you speak to somebody, it's like, ooh, so,
Yeah.
you know, but no, anyway. So that's what been your highlight, has it,
Yeah,
mate?
only recently, you know. I thought there's a saying in there: let something go, and if it comes back to you, as yours, and it wasn't.
They're never meant to be, yeah.
And we're knocking on so many comedy doors over the years, and having so much bullshit, having agents take you up, drop you, you know, and I've had that happen a couple of times, more than a couple of times. They pick you up, cast you aside, and that's the nature of the business. Once you put a foot wrong. So
Have you ever had moments where you've thought, fuck this, I'm never doing this again?
a lot, you know.
Yeah.
I mean,
So did you get over that, Jimmy, if you don't mind asking? Because it's an hard train of thought to get out of once you've...
it's plenty of times you stood around waiting to go on stage, and you say, well, why the fuck am I doing this? Why am I putting myself through this? And then you go on stage and do it, and you think, oh, that's why. The
Yeah.
feeling you get from it. But there's plenty of times when you're driving home, you've had a terrible gig, and you think, fuck this, I can't be fucking arsed. But I suppose it's a thing, right, like tomorrow's another day, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, I don't know how long I'll do it. Like as we said earlier, I don't know what's around the corner in life. You never know,
do you? That's the fun thing of it, really.
As somebody once said, life is what happens to you when you're busy making other plans. You know.
I believe John Lennon ripped it off, didn't
yeah,
he?
he used it, but a lot of this happens with famous people. They use some quote that somebody less famous has said, but anyway.
And it becomes
I digress.
Yeah. Oh, mate, it's just interesting hearing some little stories, you know.
Whereas I'm not boring you and the viewers.
No, you're not boring me, sir.
My shit life.
No, it is interesting though, you know, as always.
I shall get back to the fire, and don't forget to subscribe, kids.
As always. Okay, mate, I think we'll leave it there.
No problem.
The final thing of that lovely.
Yeah, it was better with the sun through it before, wasn't it?
It was, sir. It was. Ah, well, never mind.